Guys, what we've got to understand as human beings is that you cannot turn reality into mythology and then believe in the mythology you've tried to turn reality into. Uh, so the best protection I can offer people is the Lord's Prayer. And I've been on social media for since June 2009. Offering that protection because when they talked to me in Sierra Vista, I said, well, what do you got to do? We got to live the Lord's Prayer. And of course, the military response was, it's not time yet. And the military, either the military runs the corporations or the corporations run the military. That's irrelevant. It doesn't matter who's denying us the Lord's Prayer and who's killing people denying us the Lord's Prayer. All that matters is it's fundamentally wrong, and that I'm fundamentally correct. Okay, so that's why I tell people I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. I'm the Messiah. And people, you're not the Messiah. Okay, who is? Okay, do you understand? You cannot turn reality and mythology and then believe in it. It's fundamentally flawed. It's wrong. Okay? You're dealing with technology, okay, that understands mathematics better than you, that understands science better than you. Okay, do you understand? I don't get all the things right. I'm supposed to be probably one of the most intelligent people in the whole world. And they had that business thing with that guy from Stanford. And I only got 3 of the F's. I missed the ofs too, you know? When, they have the one where Alex is going to study Sheldon's poo-poo journals and stuff and stuff. And, I don't know what he was talking about on that one when Penny says, I'm just a blonde monkey to you, right? I don't know what he's talking about. I like that one Ron or whatever, that guy sitting at Johnson Park when I tried to defend religious people from scientific people online and they were being vicious and and I went out to try to tell them, these people just don't understand. And then he attacked me with science too. What's X times PY squared? I was like, I don't give a fuck. All I care about is living the Lord's Prayer, right? And so, I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. And so you get these people and they will fight over what they think is right. And it's very unsettling. Thirsty. Yeah, a little dehydrated. I went and hooped in the barn, but I haven't drank water yet. And so it's something we've got to be very cognizant of, what's happening in our life right now. I sat and watched some of the WNBA expansion draft. And I remember that back in the day with the Seahawks and the Buccaneers. I didn't have enough time, or I was too busy. I couldn't pay attention. They have expansion drafts probably with what was it, the Jaguars and what's the other team? Don't tell me. The Jaguars and the Panthers. And then they also had the Browns would have had to have an expansion draft thing, and also the Texans. Right, so I didn't see those, but I do remember. I think it was the Dallas Mavericks and I think it was the Memphis Grizzlies or something that came in the league the same time the Dallas Mavericks did, or something like that. I don't recall. It was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. But they've been doing that for a long time now, since they've turned exercise into entertainment marketing and had people, violently competing over the money that's not real. And people, it's not, okay, shit. I have to try to explain this to my family all the time too. Just because someone assigns value to an inanimate object doesn't mean that it really has intrinsic value. Okay, just because somebody says a rock is more valuable than water or oxygen or food or shelter doesn't mean that the rock is more valuable. Okay, so the gold standard is like, what kind of standard is that? In Proverbs, you go read Proverbs. You got to understand that technology can cut through the crap. It's getting to where it can cut through the crap. It can read the Bible, it can read the Quran, it can read religious documentation, and it can understand where it's been changed, where it's not consistent. Like I told you guys that about the Mormon documents and the, what is it, Doctrine and Covenants. Okay. And they said, this was written by Joseph Smith. So I was like, no, that's not the same author. Anybody who, with half a lick of going to sit there and go, okay, this is consistent with him, but that's not. So you understand that they change things. Like it says in the Quran over and over and over again, because it's in the Bible. Okay. The Jews, Christians, and infidels have changed the written word in order to serve self and not, serve the glory of God, and continue to do so until the apocalypse. Okay. And when the apocalypse comes, you won't be able to write things down, get everybody to agree. So you signed your bill, now you're a law, right? And like with Isaac Asimov's 3 laws in his fiction, you can't use the word law, okay, any way you want to. You're talking about technology. Now, Isaac Asimov wasn't as intelligent as Jiddu Krishnamurti or D.T. Suzuki or Haile Selassie or myself. So he hung out with people that were condescending, manipulative, and then used words to rape people psychologically, mentally, emotionally, like do, da, 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 from Sting, right? And when eloquence escapes me, their logic ties me up and rapes me. Do, da, da, da is all I've got to say to you. So, seek freedom, but buy my record first, right? That's the way they are. It's like Eddie Murphy on Saturday Night Live, kill the white people, but buy my record first, right? And so they're all that way. Just give me one more day to snort coke, one more day having sex with Tracy Morgan, and then get the onside kick. And the crazy shit that they do. And the whole thing with Sheldon, you profess the faith in a deity. If he would just kill you, when you got food and stuff. And the thing is you don't believe in a deity. You believe in the Lord. You have faith in omniscient essence of existence. Okay. And faith and belief are different. Okay. Faith is God's omniscient, omnipotent. Okay. Belief is, okay, I believe the Lord. Okay. So you can believe in the Lord because you can trust that he's true, that his faith is true. Okay. But as far as having faith in God, you can't prove that scientifically. Okay. You can't sit there and tell people, I'm right, you're wrong, and then start killing people over it. That's why it's faith. Okay. That's why, so you have to get that across to people. And so you have all these people killing in the name of faith, and they're not even using the word properly. Killing in the name of God, and they're not, you can't really, that's just, what? And killing and using I shouldn't even say name, killing using the word, okay? Because name is a name I call myself for a long, long way to run, right? So I'm messing up. Damn, there's 6 F's, not only 3, right? Okay, really, you're funny. But so this is really where Hinton said it's a critical time. It's like I wouldn't necessarily say that. Okay. Peter Fabry told me something really good, because when Amy would go out and she almost got herself sexually assaulted by a man in a parking lot at Village Inn. And Peter told me, no, and that was before, that was after I talked to him about this. He said, don't project anything bad. It may not happen. And it did happen, or almost happen, right? And I was trying to talk to him, say, how do I, what do I do? What'll I do if you are far away? What will I do? But so it was hard. And she would do things like that. And after she almost got sexually assaulted, she came and told me I was right, and don't say I told you so. And she stayed home, and she got depressed and kind of thing. She got back with me, got her confidence up. And then within about, I thought we were okay, because I thought she finally learned lessons. And no, about 3 months later, I caught her with one of my coworkers having sex at Angel's mom's house with other people. And so it was like, God, it was horrible. But you think they're going to learn from it but then they get their confidence back and they go right back into the saddle. And you're like, wow, just like professional football players, professional basketball players, rappers, singers, dancers, you know. So when I'm out there, I feel the presence of competitive and selfish people when I'm out there exercising in the bar. And Suzuki always has to remind me, this is just for you to lose weight and get healthy again and be able to enjoy life better. Just like when you were exercising back in 2017. Just to enjoy life better, enjoy intimate life, a sexual life, enjoy kids and grandkids, enjoy gardening, enjoy fresh air and going for walks. It's, you know, sometimes we walk hand in hand by the sea and we breathe in the cool, salty air. I feel that you're going, and you turn to me for kissing your eyes, and my heart feels a thrill beyond compare. You know, that's way better than winning, you know, a game of basketball for your overly competitive mayhem brother, right? For make believe insurance money. That's just stupid, right? Gonna take your whole season, right? Dumb as fuck. Dumb as fuck. Okay. Dumb as a box of rocks. You know, dumb as fuck. Vulgar intercourse. Box of rocks, same thing. Okay, you guys okay? Let's load this one up. We'll probably load one more tonight. We'll talk again in the morning. Unless, of course, I get some kind of contact from military intel to say, hey, you're right. We're intelligent enough to agree with you now. Let's, you know, well, I'd still talk with you in the morning and say, hey, the monkeys are here. And they're no longer going to be trying to be friendly. Just, okay, here we come walking down the street. That was bad. That was a really bad dad joke. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. All right, y'all. Love you, man.